So you want to make money reselling online? Well, I've got good news for you. There's no better time than now. Why? Because there are more people shopping online than ever before. And there are more platforms to sell on than ever before. I've sold over 10,000 items on eBay over the past 2 decades. So I can tell you firsthand, there's money to be made. I've seen more opportunities out there, so I've pounced on them by cross-listing over to Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. And with that, I've increased my income by 30%. The money is out there. You just have to know what to sell. So in this video, I'm going to bring my top 10 items that sold in the month of June 2024 on places like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Let's start off with my 10th best sale of the month and these Adidas Copa shoes. A lot of you know I just resell clothing. I don't just resell clothing. I flip anything that I can buy and resell online for a profit. Shoes being part of that. Soccer, or should I say football, is the most popular sport in the world. In turn, there's a really good resale market for cleats out there. These happen to be turf cleats. As you can see on the bottom, they don't have the traditional studs. These are more for an indoor turf, which obviously they still have value. I bought these at $5.99 and I sold them for $69.99 full asking price over on eBay. My 9th best sale was over on a platform called Poshmark. I cross-list all my items using Autoposher. It has increased my sales by over 30% by cross-listing and the automation tools. I have a whole video on that. I'll link that right here. But my 9th best sale on Poshmark were these Adidas 4D Arizona State colorway women's size 8 shoes. These sold for $80. I bought these retail arbitrage, which means I went to a retail store, I bought them at their retail prices and resold them online for a profit. There's money to be made everywhere. I bought these for $25, sold them on Poshmark for $80. Poshmark takes 20% at $80, the rest is my net profit. I was back over on eBay with the Saks Fifth Avenue Laurel Peony 100% cashmere blazer. For those of you who are new resellers or those veteran resellers, Laurel Peony is a very good fabric, especially in 100% cashmere. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say you go into Saks Fifth Avenue. They may show you a suit, high-end like Brioni, with the Laurel Peony fabric, 100% cashmere. They might say this suit is $5,000. The resale value on that suit is going to be a lot of money. But they'll also tell you, well, you could have the same feel and fabric of that $5,000 suit with this $2,000 blazer made by Saks. You get the same feel and you'll pay a lot less money. And a lot of times people go with that. Same thing here. The Brioni Laurel Peony will go for a lot more than just the Saks Fifth Avenue. I purchased my blazers for $7.99, so still a really good sale. $7.99 into $80. Coming in at my 7th best sale of the month were these vintage Levi's. Now what makes them so expensive is because they were a 501. 501 is like the granddaddy of Levi's jeans. It's lasted forever. It was like the original model of Levi's and they continue to make it to this day. So on the back tab, you'll be looking for a 501. This has a 501 with some numbers which will automatically indicate to you that they are vintage. Remember, vintage is 25 years or older. They also have a button fly, which is characteristic of a 501. And you're also going to find the hang tag in the inside. I'm going to show you right here in the inside hem of the pant. It's not going to be on the waistband. It's kind of hidden on the inside hem. And on there, you're going to find a secret date code, 1085. That's October 1985. Now, I did post this over on my Instagram account. If you don't follow me over there. I post my sales and bolos often. But that's why these sold for so much, is because these were from 1985. Now, when you're selling jeans online, especially vintage ones, you definitely want to take measurements of the jeans. Don't go off of the actual size measurement on the tag. For example, these are size 33, 34, where you can see they actually measure out to be a 31 by 31. So you always want to measure your jeans because they do shrink, especially if they're 100% cotton. Number 6 might be my favorite sale of the month because it is my favorite brand. A lot of you guys know, you can see behind me too, Polo Ralph Lauren is my favorite brand to sell. Not Polo Ralph Lauren in general. So you have Purple Label at the top, Double RL, Denim and Supply, everything under the sun, Polo Ralph Lauren. Now, Chaps is not Polo Ralph Lauren, by the way. US Association is not Polo Ralph Lauren, by the way. Chaps is now sold. It's not under Ralph Lauren anymore. This is a Purple Label. You'll see the purple tag right here, and a lot of times it says made in Italy, but sometimes it might say made in England or made in Peru. It doesn't have to say made in Italy, but Purple Label is a primo of Ralph Lauren. This is a simple gingham check shirt. Sold it for full asking price of $89.99. If this was a regular Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, I'd probably get around $21. But because it was purple label, I got the full asking price of $90. So look for that purple label when you're out there in the wild. There again, you see it's embroidered with the purple Ralph Lauren right there. Just so beautiful. Whenever you find this brand, you might as well just count it as money in the bank. I paid $5 again for this. It sold for $90 over on eBay. High five, coming in at number 5, name that movie, is Nike Dunk High Hidden Wedge. Now these have like I said, a hidden wedge inside of them. They make you look a little bit taller. These always sell really, really well for me. This colorway is just that true Chicago classic, Chicago Bull Michael look. You know, it's got that look to them. They sold for $100 for me. I did pay up. I paid $20 for them. But again, I did my comps online. You look at your little code number right there. You type that into eBay or to Google, and it'll come up with that exact shoe, and you'll find out the comps. I do have a video showing on how to look up comps and sell-through rate. But these comped up really well. Again, I sold them for $100, took a best offer. They did go to the eBay Authentication Center, which is nothing. You just ship it out via FedEx, you print out the label just like any other label. They go there, you know they're authentic, they go to the buyer, wham bam, thank you ma'am. 20 into 100, easy peasy. Ooh, I just love my Polo Ralph Lauren. This was a retail arbitrage item, $109, full asking price on this. It is a Polo Ralph Lauren, as you can see, just a polo shirt, but it's got this big, loud embroidery on the front. Actually, it's not even embroidery. It's a screen print on the front. It's exactly what you want to see out of Polo Ralph Lauren. Really loud. People want to see you wearing it. This is just a regular size extra large. Nothing really special about this other than the front. I paid, I believe, $45 for the shirt. Retail arbitrage, again, I bought it at a retail store and I sold it online on eBay for that profit. Coming in at number 3 again is Polo Ralph Lauren. What can I say? But I am going to teach you a few things about this. You want to look for patchwork. Any type of patchwork. Polo Ralph Lauren, Brooks Brothers, Orvis, some J. Crew, but it's when you have these little individual square patches. They're on blazers, shorts, long sleeve shirts that are buttoned up, short sleeve button up shirts, or pants like these. These are brand new with tags. I paid like $30 for these, super duper cheap. Sold them for a best offer of $115. When things are brand new with tags, they're so easy to sell, but you are paying up a little bit for the item. Look at the MSRP on these, $400. I just love Polo Ralph Lauren. But definitely look out for that plaid. The patchwork keywords right here would be your patchwork. You could put Madras in if you'd like. That's what we're looking for. Coming at the number 2 spot, or I just want to give this one a bonus. So we're going to say this is a bonus spot. This was a really fun find during a highway sale. I ran into a guy who used to work for this NASCAR team. He had a NASCAR suit, which I bought, hopefully will sell soon, and this NASCAR pit crew shirt. This pit crew shirt, I paid $35 for. I bundled it together. I sold it for $135, or $130, I should say. This shirt is from the Winston Cup in 1993, I believe. This was a pit crew worn shirt for Ted Musgrave, I believe. This thing was a banger, embroidered. This has everything you'd want on a shirt like this, except for maybe it not having a better race car driver or a sponsor. But that's okay. It's still sold for $130. I love garage sales. You can find so many treasures out there, so do not skip out on flea markets and garage sales. Coming in at the 2 spot, the for real 2 spot, is this American Girl doll. Again, I don't just sell clothing. If I can make a profit on it, I'm going to buy it. This I found at the same exact highway sale. I bought 11 of these, I believe, for $250, including all the accessories. I've already sold 2 or 3 of the dolls and the accessories in total of around $500. So I've already doubled my money and I still have around 8 dolls left. That should bring around $100 a piece. So American Girl doll is definitely something to be on the lookout for. I don't show it in this picture, but once you start picking these up, you can tell the quality just when you see the faces, just when you pick them up. But there's a little tag on the side that will say American Girl doll or Pleasant Company, and on the back neck you'll see American Girl doll when you lift up the hair. Shipped it out ground, packed it up nice and neat, made some little girl's day. Coming in the number 1 spot in June, what? A tweed blazer? This thing is a fall or winter item. Yes, Even though I'm a seasonal reseller, I keep my stuff listed year-round just for this reason. This item is a heavy tweed by J. Crew Ludlow with moon British cloth. Now, you want to look for Harris tweed or moon tweed. Those are the two types of wool that you want to look for, and this happened to be the moon. These Ludlow blazers sell really quickly for me. I only paid $7.99 for this and sold it for $142. If you can find them with a special blend like that moon tweed or a Laurel Peony or some sort of nice blend, you're going to get a premium for J. Crew. So those are my top 10 items that sold in the month of June 2024. I have tons of reselling content on this channel. Go ahead, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.